Pride and Prejudice. Lady Catherine and Elizabeth are talking.
You must be at no loss, Miss Bennet, to understand the reason of my journey hither. Your own heart, your own conscience must tell you why I come.
Indeed, you are mistaken, madam. I have not been at all able to account for the honor of seeing you here.
Miss Bennet, you ought to know that I am not to be trifled with, but however insincere you may choose to be, you shall not find me so. A report of a most alarming nature reached me 2 days ago. I was told that you will be soon united to my nephew, Mr. Darcy. Though I know it must be a scandalous falsehood, I instantly resolved on setting off for this place.
If you believed it impossible to be true, I wonder you took the trouble of coming so far. What could your ladyship propose by it?
I want to insist upon having such a report universally contradicted.
You are coming along here to see me and my family would rather be a confirmation of it, if indeed such a report is existent.
Do you then pretend to be ignorant of it? Do you not know that such a report is spread abroad?
I never heard it was.
And can you likewise declare that there is no foundation for it?
I do not pretend to possess equal frankness with your ladyship. You may ask questions and I shall choose not to answer.
Miss Bennet, I insist on being satisfied. Has my nephew made you an offer of marriage?
Your ladyship has declared it to be impossible.
It ought to be so. It must be so, while he retains the use of his reasons. But your arts and your allurements may have drawn him in.
If I have, I shall be the last person to confess it.
Miss Bennet, do you know who I am? I'm almost the nearest relation he has in the world, and I'm entitled to know who's all his dearest concern.
But you're not entitled to know mine, nor will such behavior as this ever induce me to be explicit.
Let me be rightly understood. This match, to which you have the presumption to aspire, can never take place. No, never. Mr. Darcy is engaged to my daughter. Now what have you to say?
Only this, that if he is so, you can have no reason to suppose that he will make an offer to you.
From their infancy they have been intended for each other. It was a favorite wish of his mother as well as of hers. While in their cradle we planned their union. And now to be prevented by a woman of inferior birth? Do you have no regard to wishes of friends? Are you lost to every feeling of propriety and delicacy? Have you not heard me say that from his earliest hours he was intended for his cousin?
Yes, and I have heard it before. But what is that to me? You boasted as much as you could in planning the marriage. Its completion depended on others. If Mr. Darcy is neither by honor nor inclination confined to his cousin, why is not he to make another choice? And if I am that choice, why may not I accept it?
His honor, decorum, privacy, interest me. Yes, Miss Bennet, interest. For do not expect to be noticed by his friends or family if you willfully act against the inclinations of all. You'll be censored, cited, and despised by everyone. Your alliance will be a disgrace. Your name will never even be mentioned by anyone.
Go.
These are heavy misfortunes, but the wife of Mr. Darcy must have such extraordinary attention to happiness that she could, upon the whole, have no cause to repine.
Obstinate, headstrong girl, I am ashamed of you. Let us sit down. You are to understand, Miss Bennet, that I came here with a determined resolution of carrying my case. I have not been used to submit to any person's wishes.
That will make your ladyship's situation at present more pitiable, but I will have no effect.
I will not be interested. My daughter and my nephew are formed for each other. They are descended on the maternal side from the same noble line, and on their father's from respectable, honorable, and ancient families. Their fortune on both sides is splendid. What is to divide them? The upstart pretensions of a young woman without family connections or fortune? It must not, shall not be. If you were sensible of your own good, you would not wish to quit the spirit in which you have been brought up.
In marrying your nephew, I should not consider myself as quitting the sphere. He's a gentleman, and I am a gentleman's daughter. So far, we are equal.
True, you are a gentleman's daughter, but who was your mother? Who were your uncles and aunts? Do not imagine me ignorant of their condition.
Whatever my connections may be, if your nephew does not object to them, they can mean nothing to you.
Tell me once for all, are you engaged to him?
I am not.
And will you promise me never to enter in such an engagement?
I shall make no promise of that kind.
Miss Bennet, I am shocked and astonished. I expected to find a more reasonable young woman, but do not deceive yourself into thinking that I will ever proceed. I shall not go away till you have given me the assurance I require.
And I certainly never shall give it. I am not to be intimidated into so wholly unreasonable. Your ladyship wants Mr. Darcy to marry your daughter. Would my giving you the wished-for promise make their marriage at all more probable? You have widely mistaken my character if you think I can be worked on by such persuasions, Miss Elizabeth. How far your nephew might approve of your interference in his affairs, I cannot tell. But you have certainly no right to concern yourself in mine. I must beg, therefore, to be importuned no further on the subject.
Not so hasty, please. I by no means so. I am no stranger to the particulars of your youngest sister's infamous elopement. I know it all, that the young man's marrying her was at the expense of your father and uncles. And is such a girl to be my nephew's sister? Heaven on earth, are the shades of Pemberley to be thus polluted?
You have insulted me in every possible method. I must beg to return to the house.
You have no regard, then, for the honor and credit of my nephew, unfeeling, selfish girl. Do you not consider that a connection with you will disgrace him in the eyes of everybody?
Lady Catherine, I have nothing farther to say. You know my sentiments.
You are then resolved to have him?
I have said no such thing. I am only resolved to act in that manner, which will, in my opinion, constitute my happiness, without reference to you or to any person so unwholly connected with me.
It is well. You refuse, then, to oblige me. You are determined to ruin him in the opinion of all of his friends and make him the contempt of the world.
Neither duty, nor honor, nor gratitude have any possible claim on me in the present instance. No principle of either world would be violated by my marriage with Mr. Darcy. With regard to the resentment of his family, it would not give me one moment's scorn, and the world in general would have too much sense to join in on the scorn.
And this is your real opinion. This is your final resolve? Very well. I should not know how to act. Do not imagine, Miss Bennet, that your ambition will ever be gratified. I came to try you. I hope to find you reasonable, but depend upon it, I will carry it.
In this manner, Lady Catherine talked on, till they were at the door of the carriage, when turning hastily around, she added,
I take no leave of you, Miss Bennet. I send no compliments to your mother. You deserve no such attention. I am most seriously displeased.
Elizabeth made no answer, and without attempting to persuade her ladyship to return to the house, walked quietly into it herself. She heard the carriage drive away, as she proceeded up the stairs. Her mother impatiently met her at the door of the dressing-room to ask why Lady Catherine would not come again and rest herself.